Bitcoin is crashing from cataclysmic news from across the globe. We have some of our favorite altcoins falling off a cliff. Is now the time to run in fear for our lives, or are we going to dig in and find the juiciest projects to buy a tank in the next bull market? All this and more on today's blockchain basement. We are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me. We must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
400 to 600,000. The
think it's
generational signals are now. Now.
You're spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
Dun, 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 dun. I can hear the music now. This is amazing. We got BJ up in the house running. He's got some visuals for his Ghost in the Machine antics. This is going to be fantastic. But yeah, guys, kind of a crazy time in the markets today. I'm sure you've seen the big bloody red candle for Bitcoin. I got some things I need to address, though. First of all, we needed to find out where roughly Owen is. Owen is missing out in Oman on his travels out to Dubai. And it looks like, I believe that he is in the northern sector of the country, presumably alive. We got some proof of life last night.
I don't think my mic is working. I don't know.
Why?
Because I can't hear myself, but maybe.
Oh, no, it's fine. You shouldn't hear yourself.
Okay, so it's working. Doug Hype was on Owen's plane.
No way.
Yeah,
Doug Hype?
He FaceTimed me at the airport, and Doug Hype was in his coat, like on the plane to Dubai. So
Okay.
they're together.
Who
There's
is Doug
that.
Hype? I need to.
He's been on ATB. He streams with Misting Crypto a lot now, and he does like gaming, Web3 gaming.
Okay.
Well, apparently a lot of crypto people were on these same flights and they're all stuck together.
Yeah.
I think Josh had to like pay a taxi driver a
He
bunch of money
tweeted. He
He wasn't even a taxi driver. He just found a dude that was willing to do it.
in a Mercedes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thigh
Thigh meat
Thigh.
cam in action. We have the thigh meat
BJ.
cam. This is so wonderful. Thanks for joining us, you guys. It's a crazy day in crypto. Crypto Carnivore, Julio, Johnny December, Fluffy the Sheep, Shake and Bake, ready to hit hot fire. Manawak, Crystal, Chemistry Bro, Bodhisattva, so many OGs. And down in the Rumble chat, we got username formerly known as GB, Shake and Bake's alt account, and Two Bros Mining. Guys, forgive me for the bandages all over my body. I am still recovering from this damn poison oak. And I have learned quite a lesson. So I was slightly used to poisonous plants from Colorado. Not really, though. The most they would do is usually just stab you. Did not know out here in Georgia, they have plants that will literally make you wish for death because of the amount of craziness that happens. But I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm doing better than Owen. Shout out to Owen. Miss you, man. Hopefully he's going to be coming back soon. He is out in Oman right now. So we'll be watching that. But in the other news across the globe, kind of near the area, why is Bitcoin dumping? Well, we have some things going on, folks. We have Iran-Israel war situation escalating just a few minutes ago. This is breaking news. The former Mossad intelligence chief said that they could strike Iranian nuclear facilities. Not a good thing. Oh, shout out for the basement.
$0.
Membies.
Bow. Thank you.
Oh my God. And we got something sent out. Just a piece. I'm sending you more. We got a little care package in transit for you, brother. Shout out to everyone that just got a membership too. Let's keep it going, baby. We're growing the membies day to day. Absolutely awesome to see from you, man. Just a few moments ago, former Mossad intelligence chief said that they could strike Iranian nuclear facilities. The massive statement could even lead to a World War III situation, causing panic in the markets, which is dumping Bitcoin and crypto. Compound that with you have Powell turning hawkish in his words at the Federal Reserve, saying that they're not very confident about inflation coming down and they could keep interest rates high for longer. The market was anticipating a rate cut in June, but now there's even a 1% probability of a rate hike. See some of that, a little bit of retail greed. Obviously, the greed indicator. It's not right all the time, but man, we stayed in the high levels of greed for a long time. It's reasonable to come back And speaking of comeback, Meanless. I wonder if he's still banned.
Aw.
You know what I mean? I see the
Meanless.
chat. I was talking about Meanless at lunch today when I was eating my fajitas. So shout out. Now we have some other things on top of this, you guys. And we're going to have to take a walk down memory lane to get the grander picture of things here. Going to Bitcoin on TradingView just to get the forest through the trees. This is a McDonald's symbol. Okay, so I posted something this morning. I don't know. Let's see where it is.
People are saying
here it is.
Bitcoin's pumping right now.
I posted this morning, very early, very sad. I saw this from an account on Twitter. I gotta find the guy who posted it, but put this up in the team chat, and then Bitcoin looking to create that McDonald's arch. Very, very brutal. What'd you say, Aaron?
People in the chat are saying Bitcoin's pumping.
I mean, we're sitting at like a 61.5, so it is trying to recover. And really what I'm looking at here on the grander scheme of things is the fact if we can hold 60K. I've been saying this for 2 weeks, even when we were doing a lot better than we are now. If we can just hold above 60K, sure, yeah, we did punch down to in the $59,890 range. But at large, if we hold this position of support, things are looking Gucci. This whole pullback, though, really, if you look at it in the grander scheme of things, from this point down, it is right at about 18%, 17.5%. So going back to May 11th of 2020, just going to zoom in here just to give some context for people in where we are relative to the Bitcoin 4-year cycle, which at large still stands true until proven otherwise, essentially. And here is the exact May moment of the previous Bitcoin halving and the crash that everyone consistently has been talking about. We go from this point, this is May 7th, May 8th, 9th. So essentially right here is the halving, the pre-halving dump. The few days preceding the halving shaved off 18.7%. Then obviously, you know what Bitcoin did from there. Quite a bit of moves to the upside. There are some things, and I've been watching more of this section right here, just in the thought train that I had here with looking at this spike up to the previous all-time high is because that's what we previously did over the last few weeks is we punched up to the previous all-time high up at $68,000 here. I had to kind of reorganize this guy so we can get a better view of it. It's kind of interesting when you're doing massive time frames. So you got this previous all-time high, gets slapped around, chunk back down. That is where the thought process comes in this hesitation moment. There's a few reasons why I think that. Let's see if I can blast through this real quick here. We have this Bitcoin up 6.5% over the past 4 years, and just showing the velocity of this last upswing is a better trajectory than the previous two. Now, this is the original one back in the OG days, very parabolic price increase, much different game. Then as the years go on, these things begin to level out a little bit, but on our just most recent history, we have had a more aggressive upswing back up to the previous all-time high, which brings a lot of questions in, not really about the overall halving cycle and the 4-year process, but how much time is going to be allotted for this bull market, essentially. In my mind, I'm looking at the middle of 2025. If it follows exactly to the T, it should land around October 2025. But there's a lot of people looking to be taking profits and more interested in what the price will be at the end of 2024 or beginning of 25. So some interesting things going on in the larger broad sense of Bitcoin right now. It's very important to watch. I know, I'm very exposed to altcoins right now. So my blood's right there with you guys. I'm out here buying my own blood. Still up well beyond what I'd have been if I just stayed in Bitcoin months and months ago. But I have a special guest that is going to be joining us. We have Rodney and BJ. Okay, BJ has to steal the show. Oh my God. Hopefully you can hear him. He chooses when you can hear him or not. But we have Rodney from My Crypto Journey. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing well. Jesus, why are you stealing my shine, man? What the heck?
I know. He really does. It's hard to outshine Jesus. It's very true.
What's that? That's the aviators for me.
Yeah.
Man. It's good to be back, man.
Oh, dude, it's been great to have you back. I saw you out there. I'm sad I didn't see you in the IFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got some mean kicks. You got some mean
Thank
kicks.
you. Yeah, my opponent had hurt his rib allegedly, and then someone else got out for the fight, but they didn't want to fight. So it is what it is. But it was a pretty cool card, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you, George.
Absolutely, man. I'm liking what he's doing over there. It's pretty crazy to see kind of the mingling of crypto influencers and fighting. Obviously, crypto brings a lot of emotions with it, so there's a lot of tension there. But first of all, you told me that you have experience with poison oak. Okay, I have poison oak, and I just had to. You made me feel a little bit better about myself. Hearing it from you, you came from another state. It kind of catches you off guard out here in Georgia. The amount of poisonous things that are in the ground.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I was actually training with the National Guard. I was in the National Guard back in the day. And they have a sit in random fields in the middle of Columbus, Georgia. And it all started a little spot on my arm and then literally all over my body because there's like oil in it. And you have to like wash your clothes thoroughly. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
I put them back on and it was all over my body. Nothing worked except for steroid shots. So you might have to get a shot in the butt.
Well, son of a bitch. I was also burning it for quite a while. So that's probably not great too. So can't burn it anymore. Just really sucks. But man, I mean, so we definitely get involved with some meme coins down here in the basement. Oh, yeah. There's no lie. And really, I've seen, as we were talking before the show, Solana stumbled big time. Now, I do still hold small bags of Solana meme tokens and Solana, the dry powder bag that is in Solana, not necessarily dry powder, but you're bringing up Base. I have my own different reasons for being so damn bullish on Base. Like, as it sits right now, Coinbase is the custodian for, right around 8 of the new Bitcoin ETFs that are gobbling up insane amounts of Bitcoin. They're connected to BlackRock. They're the inner guts of the real war machine, which is the US banking system. Yes. So seeing Coinbase be aligned with this essentially a financial bodyguard, I feel like there is going to be literally nothing that stands in their way of really dominating the markets. Now, what I've done so far, I've gotten into Arrow. We're going to be doing some deep dives into Arrow. It's a decentralized exchange, liquidity layer for Base. But I've been slightly watching Toshi. I've been slightly watching Brett. And the big question, man, what do you think about Brett as it stands right now? I mean, is there room to grow for Brett, the meme token itself? Or if we're looking to get into Base meme tokens, should we take that approach where we're trying to find something within the $1 million market cap, something that can just absolutely light on fire? Like, what is your opinion of that from where Base sits right now?
Well, first, I'll talk about the fact that the reason why people like Solana, because look, Solana's been here for the longest time. Obviously, it was a thing back in 2021 when ETH meme coins were dominating. But what really happened over the bear market is that Pepe came into the market with 0% taxes, right? In and out, which is a huge deal because if you factor in the gas, you have to use Ethereum, depending on how busy the network is, it can cost a ton of money. So if you add that on top of taxes, it's costing you an arm and a leg. Well, we had Solana meme coins like Bonk come into the space, which Bonk is the real first big one, got listed on all the major exchanges, even Coinbase listed it. I mean, that set a trend for Solana tokens because when you're trading using the Solana network, you're not paying any taxes and you're barely paying any fees for swaps. So people like that because people that trade meme coins are pretty much trading all day. Right. And even if they're not trading all day, they don't have a ton of money to waste on fees. But the issue we're having with Solana right now is that it gets congested. It sucks. And if you're not using a bot, you're probably not going to be able to do some of your trades. Jupiter's okay, Radium's okay, but the overall network, it just gets so congested. They have outages. But now we have Base, which, obviously is Coinbase's layer 2. And the beautiful thing about Base is that it's fast, it's cheap, and it's not hard to bridge over. And Coinbase really helps you do that. And so I think that a lot of people are going to start seeing meme coins in the Base network, like Solana meme coins, without the congestion. Now, who knows how that'll be once the network gets used more? But I have a feeling that no matter what happens, Coinbase is going to continuously try to improve it and make it better and the go-to spot. Now, the reason why I like Brett is because Brett is the bonk of, that bonk was Solana. Brett is to Base. It's the pioneer of the meme coin kind of race. So I like Brett. It's, people that use Coinbase Wallet see Brett on there. And I think that the Base is going to be one of the bigger networks to buy meme coins. So if you're not in the Base ecosystem, you should be. But, to talk about what you said, it's tough looking at small cap base tokens or any meme coins right now in a market that's, dumping, because those 100x's, 10x's, 1000x's, whatever, those opportunities are less of a thing because there's liquidity leaving the meme coin space. So real risky. You could do it, but you got to make sure you pay attention to your bags.
And Base, just on what you said, Base has shown some very interesting metrics just over the last 24 hours. Like, from Emperor Osmo just highlighting that inflows still remain healthy. They showed a 19% rise in stables on Base. Wow. Most of the liquidity sourced from Uniswap, Aerodrome, Circle, and Coinbase. So really given no Fs. I mean, seeing this strengthen the stables, right? Like, and then it's given me these little signals, like, as well as Aerodrome itself held up pretty damn well in comparison to the other altcoin markets for a large part of it. You know what I mean? So it's giving me these little signals, these canary in the coal mine type signals. I view them as that it's really here to compete tangibly with Binance. You know what I mean? And who else is going to compete with Binance other than Coinbase at this point?
And you're totally right. I mean, when you look at what Base is doing and all the partners they have, you mentioned BlackRock and stuff like that. And obviously Coinbase is a publicly traded company that operates inside the United States, that faces the SEC and all regulators head on, not hiding anything. You know what I mean? That's bullish. And even though it doesn't get the volume like Binance does, I mean, I think it's the safest exchange out of all of them, just because it has to operate in the place that has the harshest rules for cryptocurrency, especially with the whole Uniswap SEC situation, Aerodrome, I think it's fantastic. I think Aerodrome, Uniswap is the biggest, I think, DEX for Base right now. Aerodrome is up and coming. And who knows how the battle ends with the SEC and Uniswap, so, I mean, I'm extremely bullish on Aerodrome. I talked to Kelly about it too. So,
yeah, man,
good plays.
It's tearing it up. And, like, on the meme coin side, like, it's been interesting. I am holding this Tucker Carlson token that's actually holding up pretty damn well, chaotically enough. Is there any other meme coin? Because right now I'm holding Trump Pepe. It's a derivative of Trepe, which went terribly. And, I got Tucker Carlson, some deep cut Solana meme coins I cannot get into. And then, so basically, I'm really trying to get my exposure in the meme coin side to Base. I feel like it's a good time to, do you have anything else on your radar as far as, ecosystems or, kind of up and coming narratives that you're watching out for?
Absolutely. So the beautiful thing about this year compared to other, you could say, crypto years is that meme coins have become like kind of mainstream, because obviously the Bitcoin ETF has been the biggest thing, right? All the ETFs happening, and that's really pumped Bitcoin. But we've seen a lot of meme coins go absolutely crazy. And I really believe the only reason why Solana is doing so phenomenal right now, even with the dump we just had, is because of Bonk and other meme coins that are being built on Solana, right? It's bringing a lot of activity to the network. And we've seen, like, the Avalanche Foundation start to talk about, hey, they call them community tokens that, meet a certain criteria. We're going to support them. And that's awesome. Matic, they do the same thing, right? They're very big on meme coins. I mean, the developers for Matic will change their profile pictures to a popular meme coin to support the ecosystem, because they understand the hype it brings. So right now, I like Avalanche as one of the kind of sleeper chains, because really, from what I can remember, I mean, besides like Time Wonderland DAO, which rest in peace to the DAOs, like, what has really been popping on the Avalanche network? We've seen a lot of meme coins. I mean, there was one called TD, which is called Big Red, that I'm really into. It's at a pretty low market cap, but everything's dumping right now. But I'm looking for pioneers on blockchains that are not really, big on meme coins. Like Ethereum has so many, Solana has so many too. They had their pioneers, but I'm looking for like kind of plays like Snake on Cardano, like ones that are kind of just alone right now. So that's what I've been looking for. So like TD, I like that. Big Red, I like Snake. Even some on, like, I saw one on Filecoin, right? There's one called Corgi AI, right? A bunch of random meme coins and other networks that may seem hard to get into, but once you learn how to navigate the network, it's pretty easy. They all have a DEX, they all have a wallet, they all have their native coin, whatever it is. They're pretty easy to buy. You just got to take the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And like getting familiar with Base and what it is, I think is pretty, it's going to be very useful. If you're watching the show, you haven't really gotten involved with Base or these other types, like Trader Joe, finding your own, because if it's easy to get, then, you're not necessarily that early. And that's why we're at that point of just gem hunting and finding those things that 10x real quick and become a percentage of our portfolio off of a fraction of our percent exposure to it. It's minimizing the risk and getting that big reward. So very, very cool, man. We're going to probably have to do a deep dive into base memes,
Yes.
all these things. Solana will have its day again.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
I feel like the crypto community is just like a migratory pack of birds that just clogs corridors when it comes in. You realize all your problems when you actually have everyone trying to slam through the front door, and then you get to fix them. So I'm sure they'll keep working on it.
Well, I think what this whole Solana issue has kind of taught people is that, look, if you don't know how to like use a bot, like a Telegram bot, if you don't even know what that means, try to figure it out. It doesn't take too long. It's not that hard. It's one of those things you just have to deal with for an hour to get used to. And then you can really get ahead of the pack, because a lot of the people won't do that work to, get ahead and buy the meme coins that are hot, because you got to figure out ways to get in front of the pack.
Those bots, man. I mean, that gives you that edge. You can instantly sell. You get like live time data. Morel got me set up with, I think I got like 3 different bots on my Telegram. I know one of them is Unibot, and Bonkbot. I think I got Bonkbot as well, but just in using it, I could just tell, like, oh my God, the sell, the buy is instantaneous. You don't have to deal with that spinning circle of death. So very, very good stuff. I know.
Stuff, yeah.
And this is how you outperform the rest of the market. You got to get acquainted with these systems. I'm a hillbilly that trades crypto. I begrudgingly go find out about how to use these systems. They work pretty good. So I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Very, very based down here in the basement. You coming back on? We can get you back on sometime this month.
Absolutely, yeah. And I will be hosting all the meme coin. I think I forgot what the show is called, for Mario Nafal's channel. So I'll be hosting those on Twitter. So if you guys want to come hang out, pop up there.
Absolutely, man.
Joe?
Yeah, that's Joe Biden. He's trying to climb up to you right now. He'll make it eventually.
Get up there, Joe. Get out of here.
Yeah, he's gonna get there. Well, very nice, Rodney, man. Loved having you on, and look forward to having you on again.
I appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe. Yeah.
All right. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Shout out Rodney.
Which joke? VJ, what did you do to, did you yell at someone in the chat? You may have. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Oh, true that. You are busy, quite busy. Now, on the grand scheme of things, the Bitcoin ETFs rolling out, the Bitcoin and Ether ETFs rolling out in Hong Kong. There's a note from Lark Davis that I really liked, and they couldn't hear you, VJ.
No, they could. They could.
They could? All right. Well, hey, well, I mean, I know you know what you're doing. I like that you are like my ghost in the machine. Now, here on Lark Davis's Twitter account, he's talking about people fading the impact of Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs. Need to know this. Asia's crypto trading volumes have grown consistently. In March, Asian crypto exchanges did $1.74 trillion in trading volume, while North American exchanges did $216 billion, much, much less, with both the United States and Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs combined. South Korea joining the ETF party soon, and shortly after that, it will be Germany. A massive supply shock is inevitable, and that is what I absolutely agree with. I'm always a fan of Lark, but he just summed it up really nicely here in a few lines on why people just simply aren't damn bullish enough. Good to see from him. This is from Robert Breedlove. I almost made a...
what is that?
This is a honey badger, and the honey badger
you were
lives...
talking about this earlier.
Yeah, the honey badger fights off like 3 or 4 cheetahs or leopards and just walks away like it's no damn problem. This thing is so fascinating to me.
The honey badger gives no Fs.
It's so fascinating. They have like a very, very thick skin setup. They also have extremely strong jaws. I found out today, like they have one of the strongest jaws out there. So absolutely big shout out to Robert Breedlove and honey badgers. Yeah, I'd agree with this. Bitcoin is the honey badger in its spirit animal form. Now this, interesting notes, information for the masses. Cost to produce money is on the rise. The cost to produce a single cent has increased by 12.9% to $3.07 or to 3.7 cents, not $3. I was like, whoa, from 2.72 cents each. Essentially, it's costing the Fed more than the actual coins are worth at this point. Very interesting.
That makes no sense.
It's, this is just why, and the best part about it is while you may be shaking your head, remember neither Congress nor the U.S. Mint has indicated that there is any change on our horizon for the way things are being done. Collectors should consider their circulation lifespan of our zinc-coated copper plate or copper-clad cent is questionable due to the poor quality composition. For that reason, collectors may want to search out higher grade examples post 1982 cents. This is going to piss my dad off real bad. He collects a bunch of coins. He's got some really cool coins. Okay, you know what? All right. Yeah, let me know if you heard that last one. Potentially. They got a delay, but my dad collects coins and I don't think so, BJ. I don't think so. You know what? As long as I can hear. I feel like Joe Biden.
Just imagine what BJ's saying. Probably something inappropriate, okay?
Yeah. I mean, very inappropriate things he
Always
says.
inappropriate.
Always. I feel like I'm Joe Biden. Like I have the Secret Service in my ear. It feels good, man. Feels
BJ,
good.
tell me what to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a lot of news to cover here. To 2:29, we got some time. Tesla is reportedly halting Cybertruck deliveries as customers cite issues with the accelerator pedal. Yada, yada, yada. Many of the notices reportedly said that the latest shipments of the Cybertruck won't become available until after 420 due to unexpected delays. Talking about some type of issue with the pedal.
Oh, that's the video I was talking about this morning.
Yeah, until, let's see, it's an accelerator issue. Looks like there's no fasteners on the pedal cover or adhesive. So the pedal just kind of comes off.
So
That's
the
kind of
pedal
weird.
slides off.
That's not
and
good.
It's getting wedged into like some crease.
That's
and
not good.
It's keeping the pedal pushed down.
Bro, that is so not good.
So the guy was like, he would put his foot on the brake and that would stop the car, but if he took his foot off the brake, he'd go full speed.
I had, it was just interesting to see this news. Don't necessarily need, look at this car try to kill these people. Just look at it. It's just, I'm going to pull you off the road, mother trucker.
Is that a Tesla or Cybertruck?
This is a Tesla. And now this is the version, I think it's version 11. It's not the version 12. Their brand new AI model.
There was some brand of electric vehicles that were discontinued recently because they were like running people over and like dragging people.
That's not great.
No,
that's really not great.
And the car just like or the company, I have to find out who it was, but they were recalled and they like stopped production on them and they just released like a new line of cars.
It's not Rivian. I don't think it's Rivian.
Let me see.
You should see if you can find that one. This is just absolutely crazy, you guys. Like, look at this thing. Pull this up real quick. The ghost of the machine, BJ. Look at this. So it's turning. It's AI, and then we're just gonna go in a head-on collision.
It's General Motors.
It's not. It's General Motors.
Yeah, General Motors Cruise autonomous vehicle unit is recalling all 950 of its cars to update software after one of them dragged a pedestrian to the side of a San Francisco street in October.
Okay. Yeah. So,
General Motors. It's GM.
A pretty big company trying to pull this off. And yes, Hannah has the most badass T-shirt. I think it's ever been worn in the show here.
Like,
you got to show your T-shirt. She's got to show the T-shirt. This is absolutely just on brand here.
It doesn't stand for General Motors.
GM?
It's Genocide Motors.
It's good morning. It's good morning. GM.
Oh, I am Joe Biden. I have the guy in my ear now. This is incredible. Let me see Hannah's shirt, though. This thing is just absolutely amazing. Look at this shirt. Just sick. This is a throwback.
Is that me?
That is BJ. That is BJ on there.
I am the game.
I am the game. So Hannah, apparently this guy owns or runs the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, the WWE. He runs it now. He used to be like the main star in it.
Yeah.
Triple H.
He was a big deal.
Yeah.
Huge
Still
deal.
is. Love him. That's Dad.
Oh, there's
I'm Double
BJ.
H.
BJ is now heard. Look at that.
They hear him now.
World is. All right, fine. U.S. wheat. What? Yeah, he's doing weird.
Doing it live.
Look at this. This is weird. U.S. wheat farmers are still getting their arses handed to them the farming industry is getting battered, you guys. They're facing a bleak crop economic outlook as grain oversupply hits. Let's dive into this just a little bit. Profit is growing further and further out of reach for U.S. wheat farmers, and many do not expect to break even in 2024 as ample global supply keeps prices at the lowest in nearly 4 years. At the same time, costs, including equipment and transport, remain high. Just what a situation to be dealing with right now. Very, very, and it hurts me because I come from Colorado and a lot of, farms out there, they just shut down, they get cannibalized, they stop being profitable. And then you end up with less fresh food. And, seeing farmers face this difficulty in our reliance on the just-in-time delivery system, it just really pisses me off. So kind of a deep cut, but your food matters a lot.
That's why I'm growing my own. Drew.
Yeah, you are growing, and I'm going to take some of that soil. He said he's going to hook me up. I'll trade you some eggs for it.
Yo, we're growing. We have a little garden on my balcony, and my roommate, we were talking about all the peppers and carrots and all this. What? She was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it. And I was like, we'll trade Drew.
Yeah,
we'll trade Drew for eggs and whatever y'all have, and we'll start a little coalition.
And look, and then we have our own economy,
self-sustaining.
And then we'll be raided by the feds, just like the Amish when we have, raw milk. That's what happens. All right, you're trying it one more time. Let's see what you got. Maybe. All right, Daniel, out to Breckenridge, Colorado. Shout out to you, man. Breckenridge, man, that place was fun when I was a young kid. I used to, the lift tickets were only like $30 or $40. I could go enjoy a whole day of snowboarding for that. Now it's like $200 or $300. Absolutely crazy. Now, I don't really need to talk about Dubai trying to play God and screwing up with their geoengineering system. There is a lot that is circulating on the internet about, is this good for the environment? Is this doing too much? This is your exact example of climate change. Humans trying to change the climate for their preferences. In my opinion, we'll be paying the price for this later on if we continue to do so. They spray salt out of airplanes up into the clouds that are coming into the city, thus creating rain. Looks like they forgot to install drains as well, and they may have overdone it. There's a lot of speculation, questions about if HARP is, involved with, this. I don't think so. I really don't think so, you guys. I think that they just kind of overplayed their hands and are trying to play God a little bit too much. Moving on, this is Israel after hours unloading a truckload of U.S. bonds. So look at that. This is after hours U.S. bond sales within Israel. They know that the nasty's coming. They're insulating, and it's about to get real nasty, as you saw from the breaking news this morning. This is also interesting. PACB down 46% today. Largest holder of this, 12% of it is Kathy Wood. So not a great look for her. She's going to catch some flack for this entry point, but honestly, she is in a lot of different, investments, allocations. I don't think she's going to be losing too bad when it really settles out, but not a great initial move by her. So, shout out to her, pour some liquor out. Canada just upped its capital gains from 50 to 67%. Canadian equities are already hurting for volume and momentum. This could ensue a lot of profit taking coming before the June 25th deadline. This is something that we got to keep in mind. Now, really, there's not a ton we actually have a lot of viewers from Canada. Surprisingly, I know Deucey's up there. Piano Matty B's up there. There's a lot of good people in Canada. So I guess it does make sense. But seeing this increase in tax, people might be looking at taking profits a little bit earlier than expected just to, get ahead of that change. I'm really sorry if you are at the behest control of Fidel Castro's son, Justin Trudeau, right now. But just getting ugly right now.
Thumbnail investor.
Thumbnail investor.
He says maybe BJ is silent like the Cardano ecosystem. Pokes bear. That one hurts. That one hurts.
BJ. Aaron.
Really?
That one hurts me.
Dude.
My portfolio.
Oh my God. Shots fired. All right. So now we got to go. We're going to Tap Tools. We're going to
Let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. I'm not ripping this Band-Aid off. Hell no. SNCC. Where's SNCC? Let's just start from the head of the SNCC. What do we got here? Not a great That initial pump really just makes things awkward on this thing. This is the weekly too. That's got to change. Let's go to 12 hours here. See what we can get. There is no way I'm going to be able to pull this up. It is just that initial candle just completely hoses this thing. Let's see if I can back it up a little bit. Oh man. Now Snake is not, it's obviously not pumping real hard. The rest of the market's trying to take a big sneeze. It is still essentially at that spot now. We got to check back in on Bitcoin. See where the Bitcoin, oh yeah, look at that, 61.5. So not falling off a cliff. And I still do think that we're going to hold 60, as chaotic as that might sound right now, guys. I'm still sticking to it. That's all I really wanted out of Bitcoin, and the price action all the way up to $74,000. Come back down, test 60. There's our new support. Extra bullish times for the future. In the Cardano ecosystem, though, man, like it's got to wake up first. So if we're getting in now, we're getting in hella early. That's hot for sure. Who's that? Paris Hilton? I think that's Paris Hilton.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
All right. So now the one I was watching on this thing, Hunt. Let's see where Hunt is. Definitely. Wow. Man. So if we live, we're gods. That's basically what this chart is showing me. If this survives, and this is the support line, my God, because that is beat down to a pulp, along with majority of the other altcoins. You know what I mean? Drew, how high will you buy on Ondo? Thinking about adding on Ondo. I am comfortable stacking it up until about $5. It's right around probably 70 cents right now. You have to, it's the same thing I was talking about with this road that's being paved for Coinbase, because it's holding not only BlackRock's Bitcoin, but a large amount of Bitcoin beyond that. Ondo, yeah, it's sitting at 82 cents right now. I really feel like, it's at a $1.1 billion market cap. There is room to grow for sure on this thing. It is directly connected to BlackRock for the movement of tokenized assets and everything, the complex ecosystem within that. It's not like Ondo is going to be the one-stop shop for it. But essentially, I'll be feeling all right about this up until about $5. And then I'll just be kind of sitting on my bags that I put together from that. We also, I got some big things happening in the AI crypto sector, but I'll make sure to cover everything here. What do we got here? Oh yeah, so we got cloud coverage, we got the bonds. Oh yeah, XBit Gorilla putting out. I saw XBit. He's a fellow show follower. I follow him, and he's putting out some NFT rollout. Now NFTs are down bad, so we're talking about buying meme coins in a few $1 million market caps. Getting NFTs is just as risky, but the upside is extreme if they actually live and rise above the flames that are left behind by Bored Ape Yacht Club. Bored Ape Yacht Club is as cheap as it was before the big pump in 2021. So Bored Ape Yacht Club has not resurged with all of this other crypto that we see. Bored Ape Yacht Club was a very, very it was like the thing to have last bull market. It was like all the cool people,
the celebs had it.
All the celebs. Justin Bieber did it, and so like it went nuts.
Look at it now.
Yeah, Justin Bieber does a lot of things that I'm not going to do. So
kiss other men.
Yeah,
You guys think that they have a chance of like coming back and reclaiming like the god status?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm
on the fence.
It's going to be Pudgies.
I've always thought Pudgies were they're just a good brand, good branding, and they're going to be good regardless. But I saw Thread Guy's post yesterday. He said Bored Apes, like, they took the #1 spot because they came in and they were like unserious and they acted like they had nothing to lose, and they were like in space making ape noises in the spaces on Twitter. Like they were just like crazy and had no rules, and that's why they were like the idiots that the price, like their price grew so much, and now the team is like all professional and they're trying to operate from like a professional brand perspective, and it's just like not working. If they continue to act like that, like to do things the way they're doing it now, I don't see it. But that guy was like, he said if he got hired, he would do things basically the opposite of what they're doing now, and he would just cause chaos, like be shocking, and I'm like, that's the only way that I see them.
You got the teacher look, they say. Very informative.
Quite the look. I just
So-
don't see the NFT mania like last Boron coming back.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're
I
an
don't see
NFT,
it.
you got to be
But-
offering more than just a profile picture.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
If
every
think of it as a
day
brand.
Getting
Yeah.
a new NFT.
Think of it as a brand, and that's the blueprint to be
And
successful.
that's what we got to be looking for.
Yeah,
if we're
I
looking
think,
to buy them. You know,
or I don't think NFTs are like I don't know, not done, but like ordinals are a spot right now, and I feel
Oh,
like
dude,
people are
absolutely.
sleeping on ordinals.
Johnny has crushed it on ordinals, and no one would hear him out for like the first 6 months. I mean, I heard him out. I actually got blocked by my bank for trying to hammer into them very early. It was like, what the
What?
hell is this?
Wait, what? On what?
I was trying to
That's-
go on, I think it was Unistats. I think it was Unisats. Yeah, I think it was Unisats, and try to hammer into a bunch of meme tokens and NFTs. They had a Pepe on Bitcoin that I tried to get, but they wouldn't let me in.
I got my first ordinal. I faded one, but my first ordinal I minted it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I think it costs 100 USD around there for after gas fees and all that, and it's up right now. It's ALU.
Yeah.
AILU. Y'all should look at it. It's
Okay.
pandas on Bitcoin. I think they're gonna keep going up.
Okay.
Up.
Okay.
But I'm excited about ordinals. I want to get deeper into.
Yeah,
the
there's room.
ecosystem.
Like NFTs, it's not like they're going to die. They're just going to change. Like we've seen the profile pictures, then they try to gamify it a little bit.
I like it for real estate and stuff. I think that's cool.
Right, representation that you were there, like maybe like concert tickets,
Health related things.
Yeah.
The medical industry we've talked about this before briefly, but for patients to have all of their medical records on a blockchain across the entire like world or country that they're in, so that the hospitals can keep up with medical records, because right now it's hard to keep up with patient to patient, and medical industry is just not
That's a
the
lot
most
of information.
efficient. Yeah, it's hard.
And
It's
similar
not
to
their fault.
Printing the penny is now more expensive than the penny itself. Storing that information is costing those the pharmaceutical a lot of money. You know what I mean? So if they can find systems, blockchain systems that actually help them with that, just keep everything straight. Like it's almost like parallel kind of conversations. And this is like the reworking of our world as we know it with
It's
blockchain.
literally happening.
It's happening.
Did you
Absolutely.
see Coinbase wallet added Solana meme coin? Like they added 50,000 Solana tokens.
Did
So
they really?
They're,
What?
I sent it in the blockchain basement Slack if you want to pull it
Okay.
up, but they're like, that's going to be a competitor for like Phantom. Like they're expanding more into the Solana.
What do we got here? Yeah. Well, Coinbase wallet adds 50,000 Solana tokens. Let's see what else we got here. Which ones? Give me the ones. Move facilitated by the integration of the DEX on Solana. It enables users to trade directly with Solana tokens within Coinbase wallet interface. That is pretty dang
Bullish.
cool. Yeah. Wow. That is something I didn't see. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. It's just I didn't call it out specifically as going to happen, but
Pull up the
Yeah.
link I sent under that one.
okay. Okay. You're just flying with this info here.
This
Getting
is from
after
this
it.
morning. Like Coinbase wallet is tweeting about it
Yeah.
today. They replied to this
Okay.
and they said, "Big day." See,
Big day. Huge
like
day.
it is. That's
Huge.
pretty big.
Huge. Love it. Love it. Now, there is a big thing happening today as well. The ASI token merger has been approved. This is the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. As announced, the approval of the ASI token merger expected to start in the coming weeks following voting by constituent alliance communities within Fetch AI and SingularityNet. This merger is poised to position the ASI token into the ranks of the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap, with an anticipated total value of $7.5 billion. The merger will combine Fetch, SingularityNet, Ajax, and Ocean into ASI. So very, very interesting to see this connection being made. A little bit of cooperation, nice to see, between AI tokens. They're probably going to accomplish more together than they would separately. Usually how it works, unless there's a scoundrel within the midst that tries to money launder their internal value outside of the back door. So as long as that doesn't happen, the human integration of scam, I think that actually work out pretty well. Ajax, I'm bullish on. I still hold Ajax. Haven't gotten any Fetch or Ocean though, but I might, now it's just going to be ASI. So definitely going to have to watch ASI. This is going to be, I mean, if it's already moving into the top 20 just from the merger, We have not seen the real effects of retail or regular day-to-day people finding out what AI is, even, and in general, let alone all the different applications, visual creation, large language models, all those things are still, for the vast majority of people, they're not on their radar. So when they see those things, oh, you're going to try something? All right, you're going to try something.
Can they hear me now?
Let
I heard
BJ
you
know.
last time.
Yeah.
Well, listen, what I was gonna say is, if people can actually hear me, is who do you think is the main narrative this runs? Still AI or RWAs?
I think it's still going to be AI. Yeah. And it's going to be the narrative, right? The application and putting the proof in the pudding, I think, is going to be on the RWAs. But I think the hype and I think the FOMO that will be created from the AI integration into normies, I think that's going to be so overbearing. Like RWAs, yes, they're going to keep moving, and yes, they're going to be bullish. But yeah, dude, I think I know we're pretty far away from singularity and all these things being implemented for AI, but I think that just people realizing that it's real and it's coming, and then they realize blockchain and there's AI tokens within that, and the past price performance, they're newer, they're more exciting, they're going to have better branding, they're going to come at it with fresh pair of eyes. I think the AI is probably going to outperform. RWAs are probably going to be the boots and rubber to the road, actually making it happen. AI narrative, I emphasize that because, they're basically just large data indexers up to now. They haven't been put into play or anything like that. And we see like Tesla, that vehicle that was driven with AI, highly advanced, that's version 11 that was shown in that video, trying to run them off the road into oncoming traffic still. But, as they continue to refine those systems and they can, stop them from trying to murder people, there's a lot of lazy people that are going to want things automated with AI. You know what I mean? And it's almost like the preemptive planning that the media has done with iRobot and all those different movies that are priming people for this big release. I think it's coming, man. But yeah, I think both is probably a good position to hold. Getting exposure to both sides of it is going to be very helpful. Good question, BJ.
I think there could be some what's the word I'm looking for? Reluctant people with AI stuff because they're scared of it, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a new concept, man. Like when the pen was invented, people that wrote things down were viewed as witches because they could transfer that information to each other. There is a lot of growing pain that comes with disruptive technologies. And what we're talking about here, disrupting monetary movement, disrupting communications, and, like we're looking at disrupting basically every aspect of life with the blockchain technology that's being built out now. And yes, these are fun because their price actions are awesome. They have, exciting backstories and focus groups, and they have a concise vision. But I just emphasize it is a massive ecosystem which we're undertaking. So never fall into that camp where you're like a crypto maxi and your coin just has to take control of the whole sector of whatever you're talking about, because there's always room for more. It's quite a wide world out there. So, and on Telegram, the founder Durov said something pretty interesting. Just want to highlight real quick. Crypto-like communication devices could break down government surveillance. From Pavel Durov, founder of Telegram, believes that governments decreasing their tolerance towards privacy will force innovations around secure communication hardware devices. And I hope he's right. I feel like this is the natural progression of how things go. I'm trying to stay positive and an outlook that I believe in people. Please don't fall for the next flu scam. And please, for the love of God, realize you have the right to privacy. Your governments, you should know everything about your government. They should know nothing about you unless they need to, unless you've broken laws that are reasonable laws. It should not be the other way around. So I hope and I champion for Pavel to be right. Absolutely love those words. Now, this is interesting. Polkadot got linked up with I think it was a Formula One race car driver.
This was last board.
I know.
Correct?
This is the shout out to Baby Doge. Let's
also
go, Brandon.
Where the Brandon meme came from.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Brandon
that
Brown.
driver.
Yeah, man. It's, what if it's the same situation? What if we get our next FJB out of that polka dot link up? And Baby Doge went absolutely nuts off of that. There's other factors going on at the time, but Baby Doge, meme coin, didn't last long. The meme coins are here for a good time, not a long time, as we always say.
It's still in the top 150?
Is it really? We got to go check on Baby Doge.
Yeah.
We got to go check on Baby Doge.
It was in top 100 not too long ago.
Let's see here.
And that's bear market top 100.
That is true.
Or 242, so it dumped.
Let's see here. Really not that. This is better than the XRP chart. Holy shit. That is incredible. God, are we fading Let's Go Brandon guy? Is this our problem? This is a deep cut. It's 234 mil. If Joe Biden's definitely going to be running for another presidency, so it might have an upswing.
I'm definitely not touching it.
Yeah, it's a deep cut. Deep cut. That's for the chaos. Looks like Internet Computer Protocol will look to support Bitcoin runes as they arrive near the halving. Upcoming threshold schnorr integration will enable enhanced Bitcoin compatibility, including runes tokens. And I like to see this. The red carpet being laid out for runes to get some integration. Talking with Hobus on Twitter, and yeah, he's an actual coder engineer guy, like very intelligent what he does. I think he works in Python mostly. He had really dug into Internet Computer Protocol. He's becoming a maxi, and I didn't even do it. I have an easy or an even fix on my main bags or ICP and Chainlink. Still very much believe in both of those protocols, blockchains, whatever you want to call them, what have you. But ICP rolling it out for runes is going to look good. Ronin, we probably need to be taking Ronin more seriously. An EVM sidechain onboards popular South Korean MMORPG IP Ragnarok. And, I don't need this story or this game in particular to make my point. Ronin has been outperforming a ton of other blockchains when it comes to the gaming sector.
What game is that? I don't even know what that is.
This is chaos, is what Ragnarok Monster World. I will never play this game, and nor do I have any interest in it. But I do have an interest in the statistical growth of Ronin's usage within crypto gaming, hence my interest in buying some. So looking at that one for sure. Centrifuge just raised $15 million in a Series A funding for institutional DeFi adoption. I'm watching Centrifuge as well. Nice to see him moving the buck forward here. We got, this is the Polkadot coming out with Indianapolis 500 after community members voted to select IndyCar racer Connor Daly. So we can't really make a Biden joke out of Daly. That's kind of hard to pull off. But nice to see. Maybe it'll have the same experience Baby Doge did. This is just a lesson where we're at, you guys. This is from DeFi Investor. 99% of the coins will drop by over 90% in the next bear market. We are still far away from that point, but this is something to keep in mind. You have to build a realistic exit plan so you don't end up giving all of your gains back to the market. And, it rings really true. It was amazing timing. I think it was Thursday last week. Our Discord was really a buzz with people, giving their inside kind of gut feelings. I'm practicing taking profits right now, you guys. And, we're all discussing it like, hell yeah, it's good to recognize those profits. If you got them on the way up and still have the moon bags for the big blow off top, of course, but changing your life actively, like Aaron, this whole project you're doing with your garden, cryptoed it out to get there, man.
Yep, and now I need a new fence, and I luckily pulled some profits from some plays I made, and it was sitting in USDC, and the markets went down, and I still got that money.
There it is. Boom. There it is. Hannah got a little doozy. You know what I mean? She's rocking a little doozy. And, guns hold their value. I'm just saying. Okay. They hold a pretty damn good value. I finally got a nice ghillie suit and upgraded my bug out bag. I'll be coming out with a bug out bag update video very soon. But just for the love of God, experience the profits, change your life actively, and don't change your life into something like this. BJ, we're going to go ahead and play this. Do you need me to turn the sound on? All right, we're going in.
My God.
Okay.
What is he doing?
So how do you
getting
say
him to
weekend at
sign-
Bernie's in Spanish?
She's getting him to sign his mother effing will.
No, I want the chat to guess. What are they doing in this video? I'll tell you in a second. And if you want bonus points, which country or actually what continent is this
It
being
looks
done
like it's
on?
license or something.
Bro.
Okay, so all right, now
Spoiler alert, I kind of already told people.
I hate you. You know what I mean? We have this.
I will stop this stream.
Dom Lucre came out with this definitely graphic. The woman wheeled a dead man into the bank and tried to get him to sign off on a loan in her name while holding his head up. Footage showed the woman telling the dead man to grip hold of his pen as hard as she placed it between his fingers and encouraged him to sign the piece of paper at the bank branch in Bangu, a neighborhood in the western area of Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, fucking Brazil.
This is insane.
Oh my God.
This is Weekend at Bernie's real life. But really thinking about it, you guys, like this is probably exactly what Zelensky did to Biden to get the billions of dollars in funding for World War III. Is it really that wrong? Can you blame her? Not Hannah. I don't think she had anything to do with it. Maybe you did. But yeah, I mean, this is how Biden transacts.
I did
That's how
not
he
like
signs
that video.
bills. It's no big deal.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the world's getting weird. We're governed and being pushed into World War III by geriatrics that I feel are strangling me with their colostomy bag. And people are trying to sign over loans for themselves through dead people. They're using them to vote for them. It's a very, very dark place.
Bro,
so
who
be the light.
recorded this?
I know, right? Like, what do you have? Bank teller just like, let me capture
Why
that.
would you record that
That's
if you're like with them?
rough. That's a little rough. And if for everyone that's squeamish, I apologize, but I had to play the video. It was Weekend
There
at
was
Bernie's.
no warning to that.
I know warning. I don't give
Gosh,
warnings.
Drew.
Yeah,
Aaron.
what the hell?
I don't give
Played
warnings.
that.
Okay.
Thought it was gonna be like some baby
No.
doge dancing around, and you play that. Golly.
We're not weak.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and let's just make sure Bitcoin's still holding above the 60 spot here, and maybe we can see the end of this bloodbath for altcoins and a reversal set in place. We have not really gotten to that altcoin season yet. Just been stacking our bags, getting ready for it. DZ talking, the bank recorded it because it looks suspicious.
Yeah,
Probably
that makes
really-
sense.
Probably. But always be paying attention to, your surroundings, what people are doing. They're doing some really weird things. And I'll leave it at that. This from Charles Hoskinson. One last thing. We roughly have 3 to 5 years away from general purpose labor bots entering into the workforce. Own a dynamic Boston Dynamics dog. This is the one that Johnny wants, the dog. To take out a dog, you just got to throw oil in a water balloon with some sand in it, and you can definitely make it. Our construction company will likely purchase a successor to this model and augment it into the workforce. Very interesting. They're getting very smooth movements going on.
I might be dumb. Scroll for a second. What is a Boston Dynamic dog?
Boston
that's
Dynamic
a
dog.
company.
Let's go in. It's a pretty...
Is it a robot?
Yeah,
They're like the police dogs, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've
use
seen
them.
one of these before or something.
Yeah, they're put in place in California. But
I have to send you, there's a picture of a dog humping one of these, and it just says "become ungovernable."
Oh my
Oh,
God, where
God.
is that? Hold on.
Just search the internet, you'll find it.
Damn you. Okay,
I
well,
don't know if I want to see that.
yeah. I mean, I
Okay,
might run
okay,
into
I've
weird
seen
things.
these.
These
So
are
what
the
do they do?
things. You could put
Play
guns on
paintball?
them.
Bro,
you can,
I like to describe it as, have you ever seen that show? What is it called? The Mr. Beast has done the live version of this on Netflix.
Can't find the dog humping the other robot dog.
Oh my
BJ.
God,
Squid
red light,
Games?
green light. Yes, Squid
Squid
Games.
Games?
I like to describe the police dogs as the baby doll during red light, green light.
Mm.
If you move after they say red light, pew, you
Oh.
die.
Well, they,
The police dogs are they're like police dogs now that will attack you if they're commanded,
Yeah.
Like they'll
Okay, so
run
that
after
makes
you.
sense. They'll send that
But
into a
these are
building
not
over
real
a
dogs. These
person.
are robots.
Well, no, they have them.
But why does Charles have one for his construction company?
Yeah, they map out the locations. I mean, there's many used cases.
They
for
have
these
no
things.
feelings and they'll kill you.
Legends take. Thanks for
I
checking
didn't know
out.
if it was like
Cope
picking up
yesterday.
heavy items or something. And I was like, that thing ain't picking up heavy
Oh,
things.
what? Oh man,
Dofads,
Cope
super
got
chat.
rugged by their dev. That is bearish. I'm sorry to hear, Dofads. Thanks for the super chat. I think that's in euros. Those are probably worth, maybe, I think the difference in euro to, is that a euro? That's a euro. I think the difference is like 1.5 to $1. But thank you very much, man. Sorry to hear about that. That is not cool. That's a chart we checked out yesterday. That's sad. The chat was going nuts about that. I hope not too many people were already in that thing. They were bringing it up to me like crazy. But yeah, homeless people are being pushed off of their locations by robot dogs at this point. People are trying to sign over $1 billion deals to a geriatric. Things are getting ugly. So, if you have the cojones to hold crypto into the resurgence, we are at a point where I think we have to fight for this support level at $60,000. If not, I'm fine because I am here for the excitement, for the volatility. I'll be buying more of my Aerodrome, my Ondo. Probably going to get deeper into base meme coins and take the advantage in the lull of the market right now, just because things are a little battered down. This is the pullback I've been looking for. XRP keeps on selling and unlocking. Let at Ripple go, baby. Yeah, XRP continually selling, unlocking. Not a great feeling. I've been holding it for like 6 years or something like that. Unamused.
589.
Yeah, 589 is never going to happen. So maybe 150. I said 350 a few months ago, more like 150 at this point. But I appreciate every single one of you out in the chat. CMG50, R.A. Daniel, I do remember Robot Chicken, Crypto Reaper, Jay-Z, Papa Gooth, Silly Boy, C90 FTW. Good question, Silly Boy. How fast are they? They're not fast enough to survive a water balloon. I'll tell you that. Boosted TJZ, Word Sister. Appreciate all of you. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye.
Ooh.